Okay, what is up, everybody? You already know who the fuck I am. This is your boy, Killer Virus. Yes, I'm probably more than likely going to adapt that into my intro from now on with the aggressive tone. But today, I am back doing another review. I only wanted to take a weekend hiatus, even though I only been back on YouTubing for a little bit of time. And of course, everybody should know by now that I'm doing the Throwback Thursdays. And that's about it. So today I am reviewing something I've been dying to see for a while now. Like, it came out last year. Of course, I'm talking about Rampage. I was kind of, hesitant on it. Because of the fact that I had no clue if this movie was gonna be more towards the actual video game than it being its own separate movie, which it wound up becoming its own kind of separate movie. I don't know the backstory of Rampage, the game. I played it as a kid on the Sega Genesis. It was a hella dope ass game. I actually had to look up the lizard's name, which I found out was Lizzie, and I found out that there was two more characters to that game, which was a rhino and a lobster, which I think those two came up later in a different game, in a different version of the game. But I could have sworn it was a giant rat as well, because in the movie, the woman had a pet rat and she didn't want to leave it behind. But I loved this movie. It was hilarious. The beginning was hilarious. I mean, they're like fucking for real. Like, you can't get no funnier than when Dwayne's character Davis was sitting there talking, was signing with George. And George, he tells him to bring him in for a fist bump, and instead of a fist bump, he gets a middle finger. And he sat there and told him he regrets teaching him that. But it was hilarious.
You alright?
But yeah, the movie itself is hilarious. I can't really say anything on the wolf, Ralph, and Lizzie, because they were just a giant wolf and a giant lizard from the game. It's like George was a giant ape. But in the movie, they get this thing was able to make. I think if George would have got any bigger, he would have grown extra arms or some shit. He would have grown something extra. But the wolf was able to fly, and the lizard, well, was an alligator. It was either an alligator or a crocodile, and it had mutated to like an absurd status of size. But George didn't die in the end, which was a good thing. But he did do the little fucky symbol thing with the finger in the hole. I'm giving this a solid 10 out of 10. It's not one of my superhero movies I normally watch, but definitely rent it from a library. Go out, borrow it from a friend, or you don't have to be a cheap ass bastard, and you can just buy it. I'm pretty sure it's cheap by now, but yeah, 10 out of 10. Stay tuned for my next review, which will be tomorrow. Deuces, I'm out this bitch.